Hello everyone. Today in this video we are going to discuss a very important topic, transverse waves on a string. In this one we are going to derive an expression for the velocity of a transverse wave traveling along a stretched string. Now as you can see, this is a transverse wave which is traveling from, suppose if this is traveling from A to B, if this is A and this is B, suppose it is traveling from A to B on a stretched string with a velocity v. Now imagine that the whole string is being moved from right to left with the same velocity v. Now let us consider the small portion PQ, which is you can see, which is having a angle theta and the radius r. So this is an elaborated diagram of that portion PQ. Here if we bisect this by drawing at the center CO, and the angle becomes, this is theta by 2 and this is also theta by 2, because the whole angle is theta. So if I bisect, means there are two angles, theta by 2 and theta by 2. Now here in this point, right hand side of this string element, there is a force which is pulling this string element towards this direction due to the tension in the string. In the same way, in this point also, due to the tension, there is a force which is pulling in this direction. Now from this point, if I draw a parallel line towards this center and a perpendicular line, in this side also I will draw a parallel and a perpendicular line. So there are two components here and two components here. As we know, this is a theta by 2, angle is theta by 2. The alternate angle, this is also theta by 2. So this is 90 minus theta by 2. Again this one is theta by 2. In the same way here also, this is the angle, alternate angle, theta by 2, and this is also theta by 2. And the two components, this is in this direction, this is t sine theta by 2 and this is t cos theta by 2. In the same way, this side also, this is t sine theta by 2 and this is t cos theta by 2. Now two horizontal components, this t cos theta by 2 and this t cos theta by 2 get cancels. What remains is the two parallel components, that is the t sine theta by 2 and t sine theta by 2, which is joining at the center O. If the length of this string is delta x and if m is the mass of the string per unit length, then the mass contained therein, this small portion, will be m delta x. So as this portion is moving on a circle, of radius r, with velocity v, it experiences a centripetal acceleration. That is m delta x v square by r. which is directed towards the center, here along CO. Now, as these two components, horizontal components, get cancels, what remains is this t sine theta by 2 and t sine theta by 2, and we have to add these two terms, and that becomes, now we can write 2t sine theta by 2. This is the sum of the components along CO, which is equals to the centripetal acceleration, that is m delta x v square by r. Now, assuming theta to be small, sine theta by 2 is nearly equals to theta by 2. So we can substitute sine theta by 2 by theta by 2, then we can get 2t theta by 2 equals to m delta x v square by r. Now, this implies 2 get cancels. What remains is t theta. T theta is equal to m delta x v square by r. Now, putting theta equals to delta x by r in this equation. Now, putting theta equals to delta x by r, we get this t delta x by r equals to m delta x v square by r. Here delta x by r and delta x by r get cancels. What remains is we are finding the velocity, so take this v on left hand side, that is v square is equals to t by m. Therefore, v is equals to under root t by m. This is the final equation for this, which tells the velocity of a wave along a string depends on the tension and the mass per unit length. So if you want the detailed notes, I will put it in the description, so you can download from that.